Okay, so let me look at this again. Now that we have our names ready, let's go back and then look at what we are asked to do. So essentially, the formula that we have here means that we are going to subtract the second watt base value from the first watt base value, and then divide all that by the second year minus the first year. So this is what it is here. Let's introduce our equal sign. Now, what you are saying is that the second watt base value, which is the national, because you are looking at the national, is here, minus the first. Now, because I'm going to introduce the division sign, I'll put this into a bracket. Okay. Then I will bring the division sign here, introduce another bracket, and then I will go to the year. This is the second year, and then minus the first year. And then I'll close the bracket. Essentially, after doing this, you have actually a working formula, which when you press enter should work. That is it. But then, just like the errors that were encountered when we were calculating the year difference due to the repetition of the name, then we will have to introduce the if function to make it right. So how does this one work? We introduce the if function over here. We click on the if function. Then let's open one more bracket and then come back to where the if function starts. So we say that if the value here is equal to the value in the second column, then something should follow. So if it is true, then you do this calculation. If it is false, then you return some other value. So we already are familiar with this. So let's go in. So we say if A is equal to A2 is equal to A3, then we perform this particular formula that we have done. It is not like we did in the first calculation. We return an empty space. So this is how we do it. This is it. So if I close my bracket here, I am almost done with my if function formula. Now remember that we also said that it could be possible that there are spaces either before or after the name of the country. And in order to prevent us from having an error in our calculation, we want to trim each of the names of any spaces front or back of it. So we come back and introduce our trim also here. And then let's see, we open a bracket for it. Now normally it should work. We put this one in a bracket like this, and then we also put the second one also into another bracket after writing the trim, so that we can be sure that we are trimming them of any additional space. So it is still within the same formula that we are working. We are not doing anything different. Probably if you go back a little bit, it will give you the option to choose the trim. Then you are sure that you have the function. You can do the same here and then choose the trim. So this is it. We have our formula perfectly here. So with this, once we enter, we are going to get essentially the same value that we got with the simple formula of 2 minus 1 and then 2 minus 1 here. The first minus the second minus first, and so on. So let's enter and see how it goes. That is it. So with this now, we can actually autofill by double clicking, and let's see how it goes. So it fills all the